In this video, we are going to talk about the point of sale. The point of sale is a section where customer orders are processed. So to open the point of sale, you scroll down depending on the user privileges, and then you come to point of sales. So I'll click point of sale to open the point of sale panel. Okay, now let's begin with the right side. So you have the ready to scan, which is for the barcode scanning. So this is how it works. When you scan automatically, the system picks the product and then place it in the product added section. You have the customer information. Under customer information, you have the walk-in customer, which is the default customer. So the walk-in customer is anyone who just walk in to your shop to purchase. However, you may have, or you definitely have customers that you do business with, and you can also convert walk-in customers to your let's say regular customers. So if you want to create a customer on the system, you click this orange button here. You click it to open the create customer, the customer name, and then the phone number. The software has a feature that can send SMS to the customer anytime you sell to that customer, and that is the after sales SMS. When it is enabled, the system looks for the customer's phone number, picks it, and then send the SMS to the customer depending on the message template or the message you've set in the system. Alright, the system also has the ability to send automated birthday messages to your customers. So if you set this birthday section, if we put the customer's birthday here, which is optional, the system would send a birthday message to the customer automatically, whether you are on the app or you are not. The system will do that. Alright, so there are other details here you can provide, and then you click create customer when you are done. So when you create customer, that particular customer's detail will be the default over here. So as you can see, this is a drop down. It is going to contain the list of all your customer information. So you just click to choose the customer, and then the next thing is to pick a product. So this is the product section. Over here, it is going to contain a list of all your products on the system. So as you can see, it has the product name, and then the quantity in stock, and then the selling price. So if you click it, it is added in this panel. And then you can also pick the product from the left side. When you click, it adds automatically. Now, as you can see at the right side here, you have the quantity. So if I want 2 of this of Max shampoo, I can just click here and then choose 2. And then if I want 2 of the second product, I can do the same here. However, I can also click on the product here. So you see that as I click, it keeps adding the quantity. As I click on the same added product, it keeps increasing the quantity. Now let's come back to the product drop down. So you can see a black button here. That is for refreshing the product list. So sometimes it may be that the inventory manager or the one in charge of the stocks may add, whilst you are selling, let's say there is a product that is low in stock, so it needs to be restocked. When your sales manager or whoever does it add new stock, you can just click this button here to refresh your product list. So when it is refreshed, any new changes will be added automatically. So you can just select and then you add. Okay, now when you mistakenly add a product, you can click the red button to delete it. Over here you have the shipping, which is the same as delivery, the delivery fee, and then your discount. So if I want to give a discount, let's say 50 cedis, and then let's say delivery fee is 25 cedis. Okay, so the system does the calculation for you automatically. Now let's come to the payment method. There are a number of payment methods supported on this system, and the good thing is that we are able to add any custom payment method to the system. So let's come to the settings. The settings here, I've already opened it on a different tab, and then come to store settings, and then I'll scroll down to the POS payment method section. So as you can see, these are the current payment methods on the system. So if you have a custom payment method, you can inform us, then we add it for you. All right. Okay, so we have cash. I have cash here, mobile money, card payment, split payment. Now the split payment is for receiving multiple payment methods. So let's say the current bill is 945, and let's say the customer wants to pay 900 cedis with mobile money and then 45 with cash. So in that case, you are going to use split payment, and then you choose cash and then mobile money. You can also add another rule if the customer is paying with, let's say, 3 or more payment methods. So I'll enter here, let's say 900 and then 45. Okay, so in this case the customer is paying cash 900 and mobile money 45. And always ensure that the values you are entering, the sum is equal to the total at the top here. So for example, let's say mistakenly if I made this 46, save and continue. So the system will tell you that invalid split amounts detected. Okay. All right. So I can save and exit. So the system will bring me back. And if I want to make any changes, I can make and then proceed. All right. So once that is done, you can click this payment, the green button, to complete the order. And then this is for calculating change. So for example, this is the total amount. Let's assume that the customer is paying with cash and wants to give you 1,000 cedis. So the system will tell you the change to be given to the customer. And then you can click print receipt to print receipt for the customer. So as you can see, the payment methods are indicated over here. All right. Now there are two formats for the receipt. We have the POS format and then the A4 format. So when you come to settings, let me come here to the top. Under this section, we have POS settings, POS printer. So I can decide to use, let's say, the A4 and then click save changes. So when you do that, the subsequent or the receipt will change to the A4 format. And if you want to print, you click this print button to print the receipt. Okay. All right, now let's move to the next one. Now you realize that there is no date on the POS panel, and that is hidden intentionally so that all orders, all entries will be subject to the current date. Now there could be instances where you need to enter previous sales record. In that case, there has to be a date here. So to enable the date, you come to the settings, you come to store settings, then you click show date on POS. You just enable this, you toggle this on. Then you can reload the POS section for the changes to take effect. So as you can see, the date is now displayed. So if I want to sell for a previous day, I can click, choose the date, and then add my products. All right. Now let me touch on this. Our POS, the UBS supports 3 price models. We have, as we indicated when we were doing the inventory, I explained that we have 3 price models, which is you have the default selling price, you have special price, and then you have warehouse or wholesale price. By default, the selling price is the default one. However, if you want to sell with, let's say, a special price, let's say you have some special customers that you give certain leverages to. So Max shampoo is 80 cedis. You may decide that, okay, I'll sell it 70 cedis to my wholesale customers or my special customers. So in that case, you click this drop down. The price here is a drop down. You click it and then you select, let's say, special price. Okay, so that is how it works. But as I said, the default price is the selling price. Okay, so I'll choose my payment method. Now let's look at the mobile money payment method. The system is also able to, you can initiate mobile money payment live on the system. And to do that, you need to enable what we call the gateway settings. So you come to settings, you scroll down, and then you come to payment gateway. So you can decide that, okay, I want to receive the payments through Paystack. Paystack and Haptel are online payment gateways that we integrate on our systems. You can also inform us if you have any custom or other payment gateways. We can integrate it for you. So all that you do is enable it, and then you make your configurations. You click view integration. When you enable it, you are not going to see this view integration here. So when you click it, you can set your live key and then your secret and your public key depending on the type of gateway you are using. All right, so when that is done, it means that you can use the mobile money payments method. All right, so let me refresh for it to take effect, and then add my products. So I'll click mobile money. So because I've enabled the payment gateway, I can receive this 300 cedis through Paystack. So I'll enter the customer's number. Let's assume this one, and then I'll click initiate. So the system will give me the customer's name, and then if everything is okay, you click this is correct. So it is going to send the payment request to the customer's phone. So the customer will have to approve it by inputting his PIN on his phone. Now, when that is done, the moment he inputs the PIN, the system will automatically tell you that the payment is complete, and the amount will be paid to your online account. That's your Paystack account. All right. Okay. I'm not paying, so let me just refresh. So that is how the you can initiate the payment request from the POS app. You can also use the hold button here to put pending orders on hold. So sometimes you may be serving a number of customers, let's say 10 customers in a queue. So you are serving the first customer, and then he tells you that okay, he needs to, let's say, pick a call and then come back. You cannot wait and then finish with him before you can serve the others. No. So what you have to do is you can put his orders on hold. So you just click this hold button, and then you can enter any preference over here, any reference here, and then you click confirm. The reference is just to anything about the customer you can put there. All right. So if you want to retrieve the held order, you come to view orders, and then as you can see, that's what you have here. So you can proceed to payment, discard it, or you can click open. When you open it, it will restore the order. Then you can, if you want to make changes, you can do it. You choose the payment method, let's say cash, and then you click payment. Good. So that is how you can hold orders on the UBS. Now let's look at what we call the end of the day report. Now when the day ends, when you close your shop, or when the salesperson closes, he or she have to generate the end of the day report. And before the report can be generated, the rule is that there shouldn't be a pending order. If there is a pending order, he will not be able to close. All right. So to generate the end of the day report, you click transaction, and then you'll be presented with the current date, and then you click generate report. So it will generate this report here with different sections of summary, as you can see. So when you come to summary by method, it is going to indicate that okay, cash, you received this, mobile money, you received this, and it will give you the total. So the total here must be equal to the total for the sales receipt. All right. And then you can download the end of the day reports, and then you send it to the sales manager. Great. All right. Now there is also another setting for closing the day. So after generating the end of the day report, you can just click close the day. Then the system will close the point of sale. That is if the closing and open time is enabled. Now let me talk about the open and closing time. You can set the open and closing time for your store. So for example, when you come to the store settings, there is a setting here, enable open and closing time. So I'll click it, and then I can set my open time to 8 a.m. and then closing time to 6 p.m. and then save changes. Okay. Now when you do this is what is going to happen. The POS panel will only be active between 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. When it is 6 p.m., the POS will automatically go off. Yes, it will automatically go off. Let me set it, and then we look at it. So I'm going to set this to, it's now 12:16 p.m. So let me set it to, let's say, 12 o'clock p.m. and then save changes. So I'll come to my POS, and then let me try to refresh. So as you can see, the store is closed, and it will open in the next day. Let's come back to view orders again. On the view orders tab, you have the on hold, and then you have the paid. So this will give you a history of all the paid orders. So if you want to print your receipt again, you can just click the print button to print the receipt again. All right. And then at the top here, you have the categories. So when we were creating the inventory, at the inventory section, when we were creating the product, we created the category. So the system will list all the categories here for you, so that when you click on a category, the system will display the item under that category, and the all categories will list all the products in the system for you. Okay, so that is all about the point of sale panel for the UBS. Now this is the general point of sale. As I indicated earlier, there are dedicated features for specific business type. So for example, if you set up as a restaurant, your point of sale is going to be a bit different from this one because of the nature of your operations, and I'm going to do a video specifically for that. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any question, you can send to my WhatsApp for answers. So see you in the next video. Bye.